Yes, 2-1 advancing declining stocks. Still a nice start to the morning. I want to remind everybody where we are. We're record high watch here. Put up the S&P here. But you see sectors. We're back to cyclicals that are moving nicely here. So the banks, the retailers, the transports, and energy. This is what's moved us forward really the last 6 trading sessions. It's that deep cyclical group. And there you see the S&P. Remember, 30.27, that's the old intraday high. 30.25 is the old closing high. We're 11 points away from that. We'll have more if we get anywhere near that and explain how we got there since the end of July. What you want to look at here right now, though, is the cyclicals this week, because that's what's moved everything. So you've got banks up 8%, retailers up 8%, the transports up 5%, energy's up 3.5%. You get the point here. This has clearly been a cyclical rally. One thing that's very interesting is we're starting to unwind that crowded trade that we've always been talking about. That was long defensive names like consumer staples and going short sectors like the cyclical groups. One thing that hasn't been unwound yet is that big going long bond trade that's out there. There were inflows into bond funds again this week. I keep waiting for this to collapse. It just doesn't. I don't follow these weekly numbers that much. But look, equity had inflows, but taxable bond funds, $7.3 billion. All right, that's a fraction of 1%. But it's still inflows that are going on. It's rather remarkable considering, as Carl noted, it's been a terrible month for bonds. Take a look at the bonds in general. We've seen declines here. 20-plus treasuries. This is in prices I'm talking about, down 5%. The 10 to 20 Treasury are down 3.5%. Corporates are down 2%. High yields hold it in there, and there have been some inflows into high yield recently. But generally, you'd think the bond bubble's starting to burst, maybe, and people will be giving up the ghost. I don't see mass outflows yet. I keep waiting for it to happen. We'll keep an eye on that. Meantime, the IPO business, Cloudflare is very important. It's right here on the other side here. Big website security company, $35 million at 15. I like pointing out where the original prices were. 10 to 12, then it went to 12 to 14, and it's pricing at 15. This is important because this is a software company. A lot of scrutiny on the software companies. Remember what happened when Slack disappointed last week? They had the earnings out, little disappointment. Slack was down. A lot of these software companies were weak. If you take a look this week, CrowdStrike, Slack, Zoom Video, all down this week. So a lot of people are watching this as sort of indications of software and how it's going to go. Early indications are it's going to go fine. I think the concerns about valuations out there, I think WeWork and Smile Direct were very, very specific stock stories. Obviously, there was a misprice on the Smile Direct, but 2 very specific companies here. I think the concept of what's going on with Cloudflare is more important to watch because that's software in general, and that's a space that's getting a lot of scrutiny. Right now, up 65 points in the Dow.